Hello, this is our Rogerian project. My name is Tyler DeWong.
I'm Niyarah Valdemaro.
And I'm Makaela Yoshida. For our project, we chose the essay Why Colleges Shower Their Students with A's by Brent Staples. Brent Staples started his essay by saying superior products flourished and shabby ones died out when consumers voted emphatically with their dollars. By sharing this, he wants to make a comparison to college courses. Like products that flourish, easy classes such as vocational classes are filled pretty easily, while shabby products like advanced classes are hard to fill and less attended. Staples argues that grade inflation is in full gallop at every level, and he mainly focuses at the college and university level. Grade inflation is present due to departments and professors showering their students with A's in order to fill low-attended classes and to avoid bad reviews from their students or parents. Professors would assign easy assignments or grade on a curve to help their students. Administrators from schools are also found encouraging professors to give out easy A's as well as to avoid any type of backlash towards the school. Staples also claimed that students would even sue or threaten to sue their professors in order for them to revise their grade. The graph on the left shows recent GPA trends nationwide for four-year colleges and universities. As you can tell, a student's average GPA has improved tremendously over the years. The picture on the right shows a graph of the attendance in Harvard MIT's online classes. In the green, you can see students that are registered, blue viewed the class, and purple that explored the class, but you can see very minimal students that are actually certified for each of the classes.
Moving on to our argument, we disagree with Staples that students are showered with A's. His essay lacks evidence. You'd think that going into this reading, you would see facts and statistics of professors giving out free grades, but there's not much shown. His essay was more of an opinionated argument than a factual piece. From our experience, we as students work very hard for the grade we receive. Whether it's a high or low grade, we understand why we were given it by the work we put in. Elisa Gorman mentioned that I watch students on a daily basis who are very intelligent but don't do the work, so they don't get great grades. I have students who don't have supernatural ability and they work super hard and get fabulous grades. Our grades aren't given to us. Instead, it depends on the students to do their assignments or not. However, there are times when professors give us the opportunity to raise our grade. According to Hawkins, a lot of teachers give us multiple opportunities to get a better grade and randomly boost our grades given the effort shown in class. Teachers may help us, but the students still need to put their effort in order to receive the grade boost. This graph goes to show that students put in the effort and time for studying weekly. As you can see on this graph, there's a decent amount of hours spent on schoolwork, which means that students work very hard for their grades.
In terms of the middle ground between both our views, there is to some extent some truth in the argument Staples is making that we agree with. In the text, Staples go over how there is a student preference for courses that are easier to take, and gives an example of one when he states, "The consumer appetite for less rigorous education is nowhere more evident than in the University of Phoenix, a profit-making school that shuns traditional scholarship and offers a curriculum so superficial that critics compare it to a drive-through restaurant." Staples uses the University of Phoenix as an example, where courses provided are easier to pass from, which leads students more likely to flock to. We agree with this view as many would prefer an easy road towards their goals. For example, in an article from CSU Signal by Mallory McGuffin, she talks about the website Rate My Professor, where there's a high preference of students choosing certain professors based on their ratings on the website, saying, "Most students say that they only trust the opinions on Rate My Professor that are consistent. A professor with more reviews that seems consistent are usually more reliable than a professor with only a few reviews. Staples also make a point with how conversations between students also has in some way affected how grades are given, such as when he states, "Today, colleges of every stature permit them to appeal lower grades through deans or permanent boards of inquiry." It is true that certain students, such as the dean, can regress for better grades due to their special status, which would affect the reputation of the university. This graph helps to show that more A's are becoming more prevalent over time due to these reasons, just such as easier courses or preference of certain professors or persuasion by certain students. With all that being said, here is our works cited page.